Good morning. This is my hysterectomy update on day 8, the morning of day 8 for my recovery. So overall, except for one thing, I'm doing fantastic. I really feel great now. I can sit up. I have very minimal, if any, soreness. I'm not taking any medication of any kind, whether it's Tylenol or ibuprofen. Well, maybe once a day when things get sore. I do have an unfortunate little complication. I have an entrapment of my ilioinguinal nerve, which is a nerve that runs around that burning sensation I've been having. That nerve that runs through your abdomen, edit that out, as it pierces through the abdomen. So there's two muscles that kind of converge together. One's called your rectus abdominis and one's your obliques. And as it pierces through that, that's one of the areas that they retract when they're taking out your hysterectomy, and they also have to surgically or suture up that and the fascia, etc. So in very rare cases, that nerve will either become entrapped either in a suture, scar tissue, swelling, etc., or it will be injured. So I still have sensation, so obviously it hasn't been severed. And I don't believe that it's in a suture because my pain is not constant. It changes. It's very positional. It's very much when I am vertical and walking, like extending my hip. So to me, that sounds like anything that's causing a pull or a stretch. So yesterday when I met with my doctor, other than that, I'm doing beautifully. So she was really cute. She was very sad about it. She said that she hasn't seen it since residency, which was like 20 years ago. And she felt really bad for me. But here's the good news. Because of my education, I have tools and resources to help me with that. I just really needed her to give me the go-ahead that it was safe for me to do those fascial treatments. And I have now done 2 of them, very mild, and I already see some improvement. So I'm very optimistic that it will resolve. That said, this is an injury that can be very debilitating for people if it is not controlled or rectified. So some of the alternative options are all kinds of terrible pain medications that don't actually cure the problem. They just mentally numb you from the pain of nerve pain. Nerve block, which is also an option. Unfortunately, I have a peer that is wonderful should what I'm working on not fully resolve the situation. And then, conservative treatments like I'm talking about, like fascial work and also sometimes just time. Sometimes the nerve is just injured from the process of surgery, the tractioning of the nerve, or the swelling in the abdomen is compressing it. So there's also a distinct possibility time will just make it resolve as well. So I'm not overly concerned about it, but for anyone who might have had a similar symptom, those are some of the things that you might consider if that's an issue, just to describe what the sensation is. So the pain goes from, it's basically like my pubic bone on the left up from around the groin and up into the lower abdomen. And it is very much a nervy, burning, hot poker kind of sensation. What happens is it gets worse. I progressively can't stand up and I can't extend my hip and walk. Now, I have absolutely none of this symptom when I am supine or laying on my back or if I'm side lying, but there seems to be an element with gravity. I don't know if gravity pulling the tissue down or if it's just the nature of being standing is more extended. But I'm optimistic. I'll keep you updated on how that's going. But otherwise, if I didn't have that, maybe that's nature's way of slowing me down a little bit because I feel really, really good now. I'm being smart still. I haven't gone on more than, a 2 or 3 minute walk. And I do things in little spurts. But so this is the very beginning of week 2 of my recovery. So a little added update. I am going for a little walk to the mailbox, which in the building that I live in is just a little walk, and that's me doing stairs. Not too bad. Whoa. I feel like a vampire. I haven't been outside for much at all for the last week, but walking slower than normal, but walking well. And my little nerve will probably start to kick up a bit,
by the time I get back, but I'll just go and rest.